Isang magandang Biyernes sa inyong lahat. Ngayon ay April 1, April Fool's Day 2022. Ito po ang The Stock Market Today. If this is your first time in this channel, ako po si Benji Chodoro, isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. I do this report every day na sinimulan ko po noong August ng 2020, kasagsagan po ng lockdown. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. By the way, I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say in this channel should not be construed as financial advice. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa numinipis na power supply. Kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, the 1st of April 2022, dito lamang po sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, so let's now go to our financial headlines, and this is from BDO Securities. BSP sees higher 3.7 March inflation. Then budget deficit narrows in February. Government debt reaches 12.1 trillion in February. No wonder ayaw ipasuspend ni President Duterte yung isabong, ano? Yung revenues po dyan, napakalaki, in the millions. WESM prices rise 13% month-on-month in March on higher demand. Lending growth picks up in February on rising demand. And then ICT upgrades Mindanao Port. UPB to launch 40 billion stock rights offer. And Bank of Commerce makes PSE debut. Ito po yung ating tinignan yesterday, yung Bank of Commerce, one of the last stocks that we reviewed. But our main news ay dalawa po, no? One is here on BSP. Warrants versus play-to-earn games after major cryptocurrency heist. The Philippine Central Bank officials warned the public to remain cautious when dealing with play-to-earn games involving digital tokens following the hack of a blockchain project linked to the popular cryptocurrency game Axie Infinity. We wish to emphasize that there are risks associated with non-fungible tokens such as price volatility, which may resort to significant financial losses, and also other types of risk to cyber fraud and scams, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Governor Ben Jokno said in a virtual briefing on Thursday. Reuters reported hackers have stolen cryptocurrency worth $615 million from running a blockchain network that lets Axie Infinity users transfer crypto in and out of the game. According to Axie Infinity, it has 2.8 million daily active players with some 3.6 billion previously traded on its marketplace. Players can collect, trade, and play with virtual creatures called Axies, which are traded in the form of NFTs and sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Vietnamese startup Sky Mavis, which created the game, has previously said that about 35% of the game's traffic comes from the Philippines. Bridget Rose M. Messina Romero, Deputy Director at the BSP's Payment Online Oversight Department, said people should be aware of the risk involved in these play-to-earn games. They should only place funds that they are willing to lose because of the risk. Tama po yan. In fact, in any risky endeavor, yung high profit, high risk, no? High profit, high risk po yan. Stock market is also high profit, high risk. No? Since this is a digital field, it creates borderless area where fraudsters can easily enter and perform illicit activity, so that the public should practice cyber hygiene in order to protect your personal data. So, yung i-invest nyo lang dyan, hindi po kayo mag-all out ha. Yung pera lang na mawala, edi okay lang. Wala pong problema yon. So, just be aware of the risk involved. Even in the stock market, wag po kayo maglalagay ng pera na i-all in nyo halimbawa sa isang stock na hindi nyo naman kilala at hindi nyo naman na-investigahan. Wag po. So, high interest, high risk, high reward, high risk po yan. Yan. Okay? So, yan po ang part of the one of our news, and the second one is on power. Power spot market prices increase as demand surges. The average electricity spot market rose in March as margins thinned with power demand breaching the pre-pandemic level, the independent electricity market operator of the Philippines said. In a virtual briefing yesterday, the IEMOP said average wholesale electricity spot market, or WSEM, prices increased from 6.19 per kilowatt hour last February to 6.97 per kilowatt hour in March. The average margin for March decreased by 4.04%. The IEMOP observed increasing demand as the country officially entered the dry season mid-March and as more areas were placed under looser quarantine restrictions. Alert Level 1 was imposed in Metro Manila at the start of March, which was followed by the implementation of a less restrictive alert level status in other provinces that took effect on March 16. IEMOP data showed the peak demand was recorded on March 23 at 13,741 megawatts, surpassing the peak demand in February at 11,985 megawatts. Despite increasing demand, the IEMOP said there was sufficient supply levels, which amounted to 13,456 megawatts, or 5.41% higher than the previous month. This was attributed to the resumption of operations by generators that was on outage in the earlier period of the year. IEMOP Chief Operating Officer Robinson Descanso said demand would continue to go up as the days become warmer and the economy reopens further. Okay, so that's it, on our news, and let's check out muna siguro yung ating comments ng ating mga dear subscribers, and let's take a look at the comment of Abu Ahmed. Comments, thanks sir, sabi po niya. And then Philip OFW Live commented thanks. So maraming po salamat sa inyong mga comments at maraming po salamat sa inyong pag-subscribe at pag-like. So let's now go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index on how it performed today. Okay, so let's put up our indicators. Okay, this is a hammer, red. No? Oh, sorry, it's a shooting star. So the Philippine Stock Index ended the week down 50.59 points, or 0.70%, to finish at 7152.88. So it's still somewhat sideways movement. Let's take a look at the market activity. 106 companies declined, 65 advanced, while 46 remained unchanged. The all-share index is also down 0.61%. All the sectoral indices are down, and this was led by the holding companies at 1.11%. So down ang index pero maliit lang, no? So 50.59%, or less than 1%. So we'll be reviewing the top 6. That's Ali, SMPH, Converge, ICT, BDO, and URC. So, i-request nyo lang po ang gusto nyong ipa-review at ating pong uunahin. But in the absence of your request ay top 6 po ang re-reviewin natin. Ayala Land lost 10 centavos today and it is bearish with a short red candlestick. So halos lahat nag-profit taking po, no? Profit taking Friday po ngayon. So it's somewhat bearish with support here at nandito po sa 33.89. No, at ang pinaka-resistance po ni Ali ay malapit po dito sa 86.99. And then after Ali, SMPH, si SMPH naman gained 5 centavos, 37.90 po ang kanyang presyo ngayon or 0.30% up. And it's somewhat moving sideways with, let's take the support at EMA 50 at 37.48 while the resistance is here at 39.43. And sideways to bullish po si SMPH with RSI at 49.39, so almost at the midpoint. Then Converge, si Converge naman, yan, bullish pa rin siya although it ended with a red candlestick losing 30 centavos, 20 centavos rather, to end at 30 pesos. So all our indicators are now under the candlestick, which would mean that it has turned bullish. Support is here at 22.25. Area po yan, ano? Hindi po yan exact point. And the resistance ay pwede po nating ilagay sa area to. Nasa 32.87. Okay, after Converge, it's ICT. Si ICT ay yan, pataas pa rin siya, no? And let's take EMA 50 as our support at 215.90. At maganda po ang movement ni ICT. Tingnan po natin ang presyo ni ICT sa fundamentals. Pagka ICT po, ang presyo niya ay nasa 276 or a 22.8% upside based on yesterday's prices. 224 kahapon, 226 po ngayon. So yan po ang ICT. If we will draw a parallel channel actually to estimate the resistance level and we will follow the blue line, ang pinaka-resistance po nasa 235.60. Then we have BDO. We haven't reviewed BDO for quite some time. Just moving sideways. Bullish to sideways po ang movement ni BDO with RSI above the midpoint at 52.1. Halos hindi po gumagalaw or halos sideways lang po si BDO with support or resistance here at 138.45 and support is very near the EMA 100, or let's take EMA 100 as our support at 128.02. Finally, we have URC. Just this March, si URC hit rock bottom, ano? Nasa 103.60, no? One of the lowest. In fact, the 52-year low is 130, pero dito po yung pinakasuporta po ni URC, no? Meron po siyang dividendo. At if you'll notice, yung 20 and 50-day exponential are now under the candlestick. But last March 15 ay talagang down na down po si URC. Ngayon ay somewhat recovering already. Pinaka-resistance po niya ay nandito po sa 129.45 more or less. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. Ang unang araw ng Abril 2022, kasagsagan po ng summer, magtipid po sa kuryente at tubig. Ito po si Benji Chodoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik at hanggang sa muli. Happy weekend. Stay safe. God bless. Bye for now.